Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, class. So, our topic for today is all about music. But before I discussing the main topic, I will discuss first the objectives of this discussion. So, first, identify the two kinds of clef. So, the student, after the lesson, must identify the two kinds of clefs. Second is know the differences between treble clef and bass clef. So the two kinds of clef are treble clef and bass clef. So after the lesson, the students may know the differences between the two. So number three, explain the uses of treble clef and bass clef. So at the end of the lesson, the students must to know what is the uses of the two clefs. So yeah. Video demo teaching is talk about the music. So, what is the importance of music in every people or to us? So, music is give our emotions or feelings to other people and also give love. Music is also part of our life. Without it, the music, we can we cannot show our talents, especially when you are good at singing. So music is very important in part of the student, especially in elementary grades to secondary grades because music is being emphasized by our last generation that gives more power to us, especially in in every country. Like in the past, we all know that we use music like romanticism. What is the importance of music in other countries? So for me, as a future teacher, music is very important in sharing ideas and give our emotion that give inspiration to the students. So that's it. So we all know before a music form, we all know that we have features and elements like rhythm, melody, harmony before you form a music. So today I will discuss to you the two kinds of clef that is very important in music. So I will discuss to you the two kinds of clef, which is treble clef and bass clef. So this video will know the differences of these two and the uses of these two. So give give some focus on this because this is very important in forming a music. So first clef is talk about the treble clef. So what is treble clef? Treble clef is used for higher sounding notes, usually with the right hand. It is also called G clef, that above middle C. So, treble clef is usually played with right hand. Like in piano, we use this right hand to have a music note. So, like for example, when we are playing piano, we use this right hand. So this right hand is for higher notes or higher sounding notes. So remember that. Bass treble clef is also called G clef because it is above middle C. So I do a lesson plan so you can show the picture on that. So treble clef is usually played with right hand. Just remember that. So next, bass clef. So what is bass clef? So bass clef is used for lower sounding notes that usually played with left hand. So it is easy. is easy to recognize these two clefs because treble clef is also called G clef that usually played with right hand. So when we say bass clef, it is also called F clef that usually played with left hand. So just remember that. So clefs are a visual symbol used in music notation. In Western sheet music, notes are the printed on musical stoves containing line and spaces. Clefs such as treble clef and bass clef tell musicians what notes those lines and spaces represent. So these two clefs is emphasize what notes those lines and spaces represent. So we all know that because treble clef and bass clef is difference between the lines and spaces represent. So you can identify these two because they have differences. So what is other meaning of treble clef? So it is to show the notes which will be sung or played by voices and instruments that can achieve higher note. So bass clef is a way to notate pitches below middle C. So the treble clef is above middle C while bass clef is below middle C. So just remember that. So what is the instrument inside these two clefs? So the treble clef instruments are acoustic and electric guitar. So you can use that instrument because it can played by the right hand. So those. So the instruments and bass clef are double bass, guitar bass, trombone, and timpani. So that's the instruments between these two. So you know the difference between these two. So the difference is treble clef is also called G clef that usually played with right hand and it's above middle C. So remember that. While bass clef is also called F clef that usually played with left hand and it's below middle C. So remember that these two clefs. So that's my report for today. So I hope you understand my presentations and if you have some clarifications or questions, just see my lesson plan that I uploaded. Thank you very much and good afternoon again.